Hello everyone and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today I'm doing a reading for the sign of Sagittarius for the first 2 weeks of September. Please remember that this is a general reading. There will be parts that may not resonate. Please take the parts that do resonate and leave the rest behind. You may also want to check out your other signs. I've already meditated on the cards. I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today, dear Sagittarius. In the past position, you've got the Justice card, which is a card of balance, which is a card, it's a court card. It's a card of balance. It's a card of fairness. Usually when justice appears, it means that the divine recognized that you did something right in the past, that perhaps you took on responsibility, you stepped up when it was required. Usually when justice appears in your reading, it suggests that something favorable is going to happen as a result. And of course, the Four of Wands is sometimes a card that is referred to as the wedding card. It's a card of family gatherings or some kind of celebrations. There's definitely a reason to celebrate. So, it definitely is a reward for the decision that you had to take or an obstacle that you had to overcome as a result of the Justice card. Definitely the divine noticed what you did and rewarded you for it, of course. In the challenging position, we've got the Fool, clarified by the Seven of Wands, and of course the Fool is the very first card in the major arcana and symbolizes starting on a journey, and kind of not being super experienced, but at the same time being very wise. He's about to walk off a cliff here, which is going to be his first challenge to overcome, but he is not aware of that challenge as he's very optimistic. He's kind of super positive, but in the obstacle position, of course, this card means the opposite. It suggests that the Fool, or in this case, perhaps it's you or someone around you, is acting in an unpredictable way and could sometimes be referred to as a wild card. It could be a person that is living in chaos and being, not checking their own impulsiveness. So if you're going to do something impulsive, it may make the situation worse rather than better. Definitely, pretty negative in the obstacle position. It could be that you are kind of naive about something. Maybe you're not realizing the full gravity of something. Definitely, it's someone who is not paying attention, so make sure you do the opposite, which is check all the details that you can check. It's definitely not the best card for love. It suggests that this person would prefer to be alone, someone that doesn't like to be tied down, someone that is not, really focused, particularly on love. Of course, the Seven of Wands is a difficult card, especially in the challenging obstacle position, because this card is definitely kind of like me against the world. It's like feeling that people may be not supporting you or not helping you. This person has basically his back against, the oblivion, and they're about to kind of fall over. Definitely he is engaged in aggressive battle. It could be that you are in denial about something, you're not paying attention to something, and that would actually pair quite nicely with the Fool. The Seven of Wands could also be about feeling like, you're just overwhelmed by everything that you have to do, and you're kind of not doing it really well because you're just maybe all emotional. It could be that you are, creating struggle when there isn't any. It's sort of like creating, sometimes people create more work for themselves, you know? And so it could be that you're creating more struggle than is needed, like you're making the situation gain even more tension. Definitely, you know, the divine here suggests that you should be more open to others, and open to kind of advice or suggestions. It could be, you know, that you need to allow life to unfold on its own and just sort of go with it, as opposed to kind of trying too hard to make something fit. When you try too hard, it definitely, when you try to force a situation to come out successfully, it's definitely going to work against you, because the divine definitely picks up on that. And I don't think that, you know, the divine would definitely support that. But it's this combination here is a bit of a chaotic, maybe aggressive at times, battling the world sort of feeling. It's not very comfy, it's not very cozy. So definitely try and be as much as you can open with everyone around you. In the present position, we've got the Knight of Cups clarified by the Four of Pentacles, which is, you know, a very good combination for the career side of things. Knight of Cups is someone who is graceful and elegant, and he moves slowly. He's someone who's very caring. It could be a little bit of good news coming your way. It could be a reminder to maybe reconnect with your emotions. So many of us get lost in that, you know, kind of day-to-day automation, that we forget to connect to things around us, and it's important to remember. But it is, you know, very difficult at times, especially if you have a lot of responsibilities. A lot of times people get up early and don't go to bed until late at night, and their days, you know, go. But it is important to find a moment or two, even if you just kind of sit in the car for a second, where you kind of gather yourself and remember that there's a whole world out there, and there's, you know, gorgeous, you know, landscapes there. Just remember that there's nature out there, which will ground you, and definitely make you feel easier and better spiritually as well. The Four of Pentacles is generally a good sign for the financial side of things, so it's very, this combination is definitely very good for your career. It suggests that you are, you know, doing well, and some of you are probably even improving. There may be a bit of a promotion for some, sort of in the works. But this combination definitely suggests that you may be ignoring family relationships. You know, you maybe are too focused on a project or on a friendship or something outside of the home, because, you know, there may be people who are feeling a little bit neglected, and not as loved as they would normally feel, of course. The future outcome is, we've got the Tower clarified by the Four of Swords. The Tower, of course, it's a major arcana card, and it is powerful, but it's not the most powerful, but, you know, it's pretty powerful. Justice is also actually very powerful as well. The Tower doesn't necessarily have to be a scary moment. It could be that you're just sort of thinking, the way you think about something is changing. It could be maybe going through an embarrassing moment, or a bit of a undignified moment, where you're kind of like, your ego is bruised a little bit, where you may be kind of wrong about something, and it's kind of comes to light. It could be sort of like that discomfort, you know, that you feel, but it could also be, you know, a pretty big change. It could range from some, you know, a place like, you know, where everything's just falling apart, to, you know, just changing sort of the way you think. So for different people, the significance of the Tower card is different, of course. And it could just be a revelation about something, maybe some kind of a secret information coming to light that makes you feel unhappy or maybe hurts your feelings, just kind of makes you sad or hurt in some way. Definitely, I'm trying to find soothing words to kind of make everyone feel a little bit more comfortable with the tarot card. But I recently received the tarot card myself in a reading that someone did for me, and of course, it can be pretty disorienting. The good thing about receiving the tarot card in the future position is that you feel warned, that you are maybe kind of can be a little bit aware that an unpredictable change could take place that could change your plans, change your dreams, change the way your life is moving currently. And definitely the Four of Swords represents rest, recovery, recuperation, and of course it's paired nicely with the Tower, because usually Tower moments definitely require some healing periods after that occurs. Let's see if we can clarify some of this with energy oracle cards, and I pulled 3 energy oracle cards, which are Indecision, Blossoming Abundance, and Angel of Love. So definitely the tarot card is starting to feel not as kind of sharp, not as direct. It feels like the divine is slowly making you kind of transform towards the change that you're looking for from life, because the blossoming abundance, whether it's abundance of friendships, relationships, this is a very positive card and very supportive, as well as Angel of Love. There's someone that you have in your entourage that is very supportive and wants to see you succeed. The Indecision card is slightly worrisome, and the main message of this card is you must make a decision as things come kind of at you, and you have to make decisions. Even making the wrong decision is not as bad as not making a decision. Definitely being stuck in limbo is more negatively viewed, because that could waste time and opportunities. Even if you make the wrong decision, you still receive experience, you still make connections, you still kind of continue on the road, rather than just sort of sitting in front of the 2 choices and not being able to make a choice. Let's see if we can clarify some of this with 3 answers from angel cards, and they are unlikely, perfect timing, and look for a sign. Wonderful. I feel like the divine here is very, very supportive. Sagittarius, I think you will be able to make a decision as long as you control some of the obsessive aspects of your decision making, but the divine is very supportive. They're suggesting that this is the time to go for it and to, make sure you have a plan and strategy in place to achieve your dreams. And definitely, looking for a sign helps your intuitive side develop, which also helps with reaching your goals. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Sagittarius. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Please feel free to leave any comments. I enjoy reading feedback, and it helps me connect with your energies. Again, thank you so much for visiting, and I will see you next time.